Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, all eyes on me. So this is Princess, and you're turned into Real Estate Geek Squad, and today we're speaking about rent-to-own homes. We're speaking about rent-to-own homes because that is the question that I get the most. That is the most common question. What is a rent-to-own house? What's the process and how does it work? So today this podcast is about specifically what the rent-to-own process looks like on a simplified version, because as you know, that is a large animal to deal with. So we're going to go over just some basic information of a rent-to-own, what our ideal client is, what our rates are. And that way, every time you can share this podcast with someone else, you can, keep it for yourself. But I wanted to make sure that you got a quick breakdown of just a simplified version of what a rent to own is. And then if you want to do a longer conversation, feel free to schedule a call on the Ask an Agent page. You can always, once you do the request to view or to apply, your application is going to be good for any home that we have. So just don't think that it's just for that one particular home. We're screening you in general just to make sure that you are, the best client and we are the best fit for you. Our agency uses a lot of forms. Our agency is very organized and our agency is very detailed oriented. And we're also wanting to do what's best for our clients. So if you're looking for an agency where you're not going to have to fill out contracts, you're not going to have to read anything, you're not going to have to invest time into getting the home that you want, we may not be the right, Psalms Properties may not be the right fit for you. So again, I'm Princess. This is a Real Estate Geek Squad. And today we're talking about rent to own homes. So that way it answers most of your questions. That way we can move on to the next step. So rent to own home is very simple. You're leasing a home to buy it. The way that our agency does it is a way that's not going to ruin you. It's not going to mess your credit up if life happens. We're looking out for your best interest. So you will start with the lease of a home. You will get approved for it. You go through the process of whether speaking to a lender to see if you can even afford the home down the road. Either way, what we do is we write it into your actual contract. It's an agreement between you, ourselves, and everyone that's invested in it, the lender, everyone. So it's an all the way. It's not a broker agreement. It's an all around the table agreement with insurance, what's going to happen. So it's an all-around agreement that at the end of the term, you're going to do what you need to do to buy this home. You're not taking over someone else's mortgage. You're actually getting your own loan at the end of this. So you need to do whatever you need to do to get the savings together, to get your credit in line, to figure out if this is where you want to live. If this is not where you want to live, if you're not really sure, that's something that you probably want to let the owner know about. Like, what is the escape clause for us if we decide this is not where we want to live? So that's how our rent to own agreement works. If you're looking for a lease only, we are willing to speak with you to see if it's something that we're interested in working with. We really like high value homes. So we're looking more for someone who wants a garage that's lease only, someone who's in line with buying in the next couple of years. But keep in mind, if we're speaking to you after hours and you're like, I just really need to talk to you and it's Sunday, we're pre-screening from the minute we first speak to you. So if it's something where you don't appreciate the agent's time and you want a lease only, or if you want them to break the rules and you don't want to fill out a form, you just want us to do it this way, we're pre-screening from the minute that our agency speaks to you. So just, please keep that in mind, that it's a mutual relationship between us as an agency saying, yes, we think you're an ideal tenant or buyer or whatever you want to do for real estate investing. And then you saying, you know what, I like the fact that they're organized. I like the fact that they're very detailed. I like to know that if something went wrong on this date and this person, the owner told me this, this, and this, I want to know that my agent's going to come through to get me exactly what you needed because on this date, she documented what they said. That's how our agency works. So leasing only, we're willing to do it, but, just let's have a conversation about it first. And then buying, we love real estate investing. We love buying. Anytime you're buying something, anytime you're doing a rent to own, that is real estate investing. That is our passion. So real estate investing is our passion. So if you're ready to buy a home, sell a home, invest in a home, we're happy to talk to you about any of your needs when it comes to that. So I've already went over what our ideal client is, somewhat qualified. If you're not qualified, you need to work on your credit. Guess what? Bing, bing, bing. We offer options to help you improve your credit. If you're just worried about keeping your credit up, we have an option for that. If you're worried about something that happened in your legal background, we have the services to help you do what you want to do. So our ideal client is a client that is willing to work with us. We're not in a tug of war every time we ask you for something. We're not fighting back and forth. If you want to jump on a call, it's fine. Let's just get you pre-screened first. All right. So, once we get everything set up for you, then our time is your time. We normally do have something about a $500 retainer. And that just means that you're invested in us and we're invested in you. There's nothing like doing months and months of work to never, ever get paid $1 after a month have went through. So we do have a $500 retainer, and that comes off the end of whatever your approved transaction is going to be. The retainer is non-refundable and it does not come back. It just says that we are invested in you and you're saying that you value the time that we're taking to speak with you. So going in real quick, our ABC book club, our alpha book club right now is going to be Real Estate Investing 101. That's written by Michelle Kagan. She's a CPA, so you can follow that along with us on ABC, our book club. And then I invite you to please read along with us. So if you're hearing this or whatever, or if you just want to come out to one of our Real Estate Geek classes, and you want to register, if you want to pick this book up, something to talk about, I ask you to please, if my influence means anything, pick this book up, because I'm reading it and let's have something that's good to talk about. So that is our alpha book club that we're going to be doing for real estate right now. So it's Real Estate Investing 101. So again, I am Princess. We are doing real estate talk. This is Real Estate Geek Squad, and our topic today is rent to own. So we're happy to answer any of your rent to own questions. Feel free to send a text. That's always the best way to get an answer very quickly. So you can text to 240-936-0269. And as you heard, I'm very organized and very detailed. So you know a text is the best way to get me because I'm moving, I'm getting this done, I'm closing this, I'm working on this, I'm writing this, I'm working on this. And it's not that I don't think you're important enough for a phone call. I think the fact that I respond to a text means that you're important enough. So please shoot a quick text over. If it's something where I need to call you real quick, if it's a major deal, you know I'm already going to be on the phone. If we need to schedule a call that's more convenient for both of us, then we can do that as well. But feel free to send a text anytime. That's exactly why texting was communicated. Texting was created to communicate, to get things done in a fast-paced world, because we're in the heart of DC. This is as fast as this world's going to get. We are in the heart of Washington, D.C. So the common questions that I'm going to be asking you as you're doing the rent to own. So the first thing I want you to do when you kind of get going is be prepared to answer these questions already. Are you a professional in any way? In the real estate field, are you a professional? Or are you just seeking housing? I would want to know what your occupation is. And what is your second job? What is your backup flow of income? Most people in this area have two forms of income. So what are all of your occupations and what are all the things you do to make money? And if you do come out to Real Estate Geeks, which I hope you are willing to come out to Real Estate Geek Squad, are you willing to share your income, your occupation, and credit all these things online? Just make sure if you are registering for one of these classes that you are okay sharing these things. And if you're not, just let me know in advance and then it won't be recorded. And then last but least, I want to know, what is your secret tips? What have you learned in your life about real estate? What is your secret go-to tip? If you have a question and what you want to know, tell me what you know about your level of real estate. So that way we know exactly the direction that we're heading in. So thank you again for tuning in. I'm Princess Mac. Kimberly, also my nickname is Princess. That's the name that's been given to me. So if you have any questions on real estate, please feel free to shoot an email, send to give a call, schedule online. We are online. We are everything and anything you need. So once you get on our website, you're going to be able to find all the things that we do. So if you happen to hear me talk to you about travel, if you happen to hear me talk to you about insurance, don't be shocked. That is just something that our agency also does. And keep in mind, when we're looking for ideal clients, we're not really, it's almost like insurance when it comes to bundling. Yeah, we want to talk to you about real estate, but if you're going to be offended every time we veer into something else that we do, insurance or whether it's travel, we would prefer to spend time with our clients who are bundling to get the best price, who are bundling to get the Pure Joy miles. We introduced Pure Joy Flex where you get rewards for insurance. So keep in mind that when we're pre-screening clients for real estate, we're pre-screening for our entire agency. So if you hear us ask, if you're never going to want to do travel with us and you're never going to want to do insurance with us, why do you want to do real estate with us? That would be my question. So thank you for tuning in to Real Estate Geek Squad. I am Princess. I am so happy to be your agent for anything that you need. any questions that you have. If you just want to need some spiritual guidance, I'm happy to be your faith-based foundation as well. So like I said, come back to us if you have more questions about rent to own and exactly how our process works. Of course, you don't need to be fully 100% approved today from a lender, but you need to be on the track to them saying, yeah, this person can get qualified in the next future. If they're telling us you're not going to be able to get anything in the next 7 years, rent to own may not be the right thing for you. If they're talking about maybe 24 months, 18 months, 12 months, 6 months, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a serious conversation about where you want to go in your future. So again, thank you for tuning in to Real Estate Geek Squad. I'm Princess on Real Estate Talk, and I'm happy to be your agent. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you have a blessed day.